every time that we play Pokemon Scarlet, if you tip $25 or more, but $25 is the threshold, all right, you will be able to name a Pokemon in the game. Now, obviously, I might have to set some limitations on this, and here's what I mean. Number one, I don't know realistically how many Pokemon I'm going to have on hand at any time. Right now, I know I'm going to have one Pokemon today, my starter. I don't know how many other Pokemon I will get today. Okay? So because of that, I can't be like, oh yeah, if 10 people tip $25 today, you can each name a Pokemon. I don't even know if I'll have 10 Pokemon by the end of today. Right? So we basically have to do it more realistically. As I collect Pokemon, alright, if you tip $25, then you can name one of those Pokemon, okay? But please don't go crazy and immediately start throwing tips at the stream. Oh, I want to name this, I want to name that. I don't even have the Pokemon yet. You know? El Grey Zoro says, the local Pokedex is 400, so there's 400 Pokemon in the game. And there's a lot of Pokemon in the first area alone. That's good. That's good to know. Okay? So that's what I'm thinking is, let's not go crazy. Let's not have people go, oh, I want to name a Pokemon. Here, tip, 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 tip. Oh my god, now I have 17 people waiting, but I don't have Pokemon yet. Let's not do that. Let's wait. If you are planning on naming a Pokemon, let's start playing the game. And then if you tip $25 or more, you can name a Pokemon in the game. Now, there will be criteria. The criteria are as follows. Okay? Number one, you cannot do anything that's like, obviously offensive. You can't do anything racist. You can't do anything sexist. You can't do anything that's going to get people in trouble on YouTube. Obviously, you know, we're not going to be stupid as hell. Someone, you know, name a Pokemon and then say something that's going to get everyone in trouble. We're not doing that, okay? That's number one, okay? Number two, you cannot name a Pokemon something that's going to cause drama. Not necessarily that it would be found offensive, like racist, sexist, or whatever, but, you know, I don't want someone naming a Pokemon, so-and-so content creator sucks monkey butts. No, we're not doing that, you know. I'm not going to be doing shit like that, and then people trying to cause problems here on my streams, okay? You know, I can't have people causing problems, and then next thing you know, people are angry at me and shit, for of all things, over Pokemon, right? So exactly. So I immediately, someone said, Rich, Keemstar, Review 10. Exactly. No, we're not going to be naming, you know, a fucking giant Snorlax, an insulting name of someone that you think is fat and you want to insult them. We're not doing that. Okay? I don't mind silly names. I don't mind joking names. But I just don't want people to be offended because we named a Pokemon something and they're like, oh, how dare you say that that Pokemon is me or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. Okay? So, there you go. Those are kind of the general criteria. Now, obviously, there may be more on the fly as we play the game. Let's see what happens as we play the game. I haven't played it yet. You know, also, once you name a Pokemon, alright, that Pokemon keeps that name. It's not like, oh, on today's stream, John tipped $25 and named a Pokemon Jose Cuervo. And then on the next stream, Lauren tipped $25 and renamed that same Pokemon Sir Dumpsalot. No, we're not doing that. Once you name a Pokemon, that's your Pokemon. Okay? Now, there's no guarantee that I'm going to be using a Pokemon. I need you to understand that. Because some people had that misconception over the last few playthroughs that like, oh, just because someone named a Pokemon, that means now you're going to be actively using that Pokemon for multiple streams. No, I'm not making that guarantee, okay? When I'm playing the game, I want to be able to use the Pokemon that are effective. Not, oh, so, you know, right now I could really use a Grass Pokemon, a Fire-type Pokemon, and a Ghost Pokemon, but I have to have 5 Pokemon stuck in my party because people named them, and they're all terrible for the situation, and now I suck it. You know, no, we're not making that promise. The promise is, you name a Pokemon. That's it. Now, obviously, I will try to use said Pokemon. I'm not going to purposely do, oh, let's name this far-fetched, you know, Sir Feathersworth, but then I immediately decide, oh, I'm not going to use it ever again. I bench it. No, I'll do my best to try to use the Pokemon. But I'm not guaranteeing that if we're in a situation where they're not going to be used, they're not going to be useful. All right? So I just want to let you know that. You know, I'm trying to give you hypotheticals here. So, nothing offensive, nothing to cause drama, and no guarantee that I'm going to be actively using said Pokemon in my party. The guarantee is you're naming a Pokemon, it sticks forever, and you're helping the channel. Okay? And fair enough. I hope that makes sense. So we're laying the groundwork now, and I'm sure we'll be talking more about this over the course of the playthrough as people start to tip to name Pokemon and the like. Okay? Fair enough. We're all on the same page now. Kind of makes sense? Okay. So, let's go through the schedule briefly.